Your ideas determine your growth and success in life. Welcome to Grodeas, the podcast for growth ideas that bring success into your life and business. Let's grow with today's idea. Decision is a very important aspect of our daily lives. Whether we know or not, whether we are conscious or not, we are always making decisions. Whether we are talking to a person or we are making them within ourselves, having inner conversations, self-conversations with ourselves, but we are always making decisions. So I have something to share with you today, and in the guidance of the Grodeas that we have chosen, it will really help you in decision making. Now, today's Grodeas says that the best decisions that I have made, this is Lionel Messi, the Argentinian professional football player. He says, the best decisions that I have made, they were not made by my mind, but I made them by my instinct. Wow, very profound, very profound. The decisions, the best decisions are not made with your mind. They are made with your instinct. Now, we should know what the mind is. A man is tripartite in nature. He is a spirit, he has a soul, or he possesses a soul, and he lives in a body. Now, the mind is in the soul. The mind is to the soul what the brain is to the body. So all the informations in your soul are processed by your mind, and the soul consists of the mind, the intelligence, the will, the emotions. All those are included in the mind. And if our mind is not renewed, it will really affect what our bodies portray. So our minds needs to be renewed. Our minds need to be renewed. Now, when we are making decisions, we should not make decisions based on our minds. Why? Because our minds seek security, They want to protect us maybe from pain, because as I've said, that another part of the soul, it is the emotions. So maybe it projects to see, if I take this decision, I'm going to be hurt. So all that is in the mind. So the mind tries to protect you from being hurt or from anything that's going to hurt your body. So when you base your decisions on your mind, or we can say the emotions included, sometimes you won't make decisions at all, or you may make decisions but not the correct ones or proper ones, because you have made your decisions based on the mind, and also the egotistical part of human being is also included in the mind. So it is not proper to make your decisions based on your mind. It is not proper to make your decisions based on your mind, but rather you should make your decisions based on your instinct. I call it instinct or gut feeling. Other people call it a hunch, or in the Bible it's called a still small voice. Other people call it conscious. There are so many names of that, but it's the instinct. That's the very important part that you should base your decisions on. So, as we are navigating through life, there are certain things that will happen to us, and then we will develop hearing that consciousness. As you are living, there are certain things you just don't feel like doing them. You are not just feeling. There is a certain consciousness, a certain intuition within you. So this is not proper. It's not based on the feelings. It's just a still small voice within you. It's like a person speaking to you. So you should base your decisions on that and not on the mind. Now that instinct, it's not you, it's not your mind. It's in the supernatural realm. It's not your subconscious mind either. It's in the supernatural realm. So when you make decisions based on that, it will really help you. I remember when I was doing my job. It was the year 2023. Yes, 2023. My manager called me and asked me, what's your plan? Because I was doing an internship at that company. So the period of internship, which was 3 months, was over. So the manager called me to ask me what's my plan. Do I continue the internship, or can they offer me a contract and get a job there? But within me, I developed capacity within myself. I've been learning a lot. I've been listening a lot. I've been reading a lot of books. So I came into full realization of myself. Who am I in this earth? Bill Gates said, if I want to be free, I gotta know who I am. So it's better I spend time to know who I am. So I spent time to know who I am. I read a lot of materials. I cut myself from the society and from the information that's junk, that does not add to my value as a human being. So I developed a lot of capacity within myself. Now, when that question came, I said, I am going to quit this internship at the end of this year, which was 2023 by then. So what helped me take that decision? What helped me make that decision? Based on the instinct within myself. When I said, I am created for more than this. I am created for more than this. And I learned also about money. So I knew that I do not need money to do something. I don't need money to pursue my purpose. By that time, I discovered my purpose when I was 22 years old. It was the year 2022. So for that 1 year, I've been developing capacity and growing to my dream, growing to my vision, growing to the person that God has created me to be. So when I was presented with that question, I was able to decide correctly, because deep within me I said, there is more. I gotta do more. I gotta impact more people. I'm not created for this job. And that was not my first internship either. I've been through almost 3 to 4 internships. I remember there is one internship when I went, and then I did. It was the contract based. The contract was about 3 months, but on the end of the first month, man, I felt like no fulfillment. But at that time, I was also involved in another startup, so I was investing a lot of my time and energy and resources on that other startup and not on the contract. So I knew at that time, the instincts within me, I knew that I was created to do something. I'm not created just to work on another person. It's not bad, but for me, the instinct helped me make the decision to quit that internship at that time and focus on building the startup. So it's all based on the instincts. So what tips and strategies can we use to make better decisions based on the instincts, the intuition, the hunch, the gut feeling, and not on the mind? First, you need to have quiet time, a lot of quiet time. Not only when you are making decisions, but generally in your life, you need a lot of silence. You need a lot of solitude to think of your life, to think of who you are. An average person does not spend enough time into thinking of who he is, why is he here, why is he created. But that is very important. Carve time in your day to think about your life. That will really help you in making decisions. Bruce Lee said, calmness is strength. Calmness is power. When a person is calm, he's drawing from the strength that is reservoired within himself. So create moments of reflection and quietness in your life. Whatever that works for you. For me, it works better in the evening, on the cool of the day. Maybe it works better for you during the morning. Whatever works better for you, just find quiet time in your life to think of your things, to think of maybe your business, to think of your relationships, your marriage, whatever it is. Just carve out quiet time, and then find knowledge, find information based on that topic that you want to decide on. Find information. For example, for me, when I knew that When I discovered my purpose and I didn't have a lot of money, so I had to study a lot about money. So I read a lot of books about money. I listened to lots of tapes about money so that I could know, so that when the decision is presented to me, money could not be a factor anymore. So I increased my knowledge. I'm not saying that I am not yet a millionaire, but I have come to the realization that has made me dominant over money. I have already become a millionaire within myself, and I have already started doing things that millionaires do. But the having is on the other end. That takes time, in that I am awaiting on. So when you find information based on the topic that you want to decide on, it will really help you to make better decisions. So when I studied a lot about money, when I studied a lot about purpose, when I studied a lot about vision, I came to realize that God is more interested on my success more than I am even interested on my success. God is even more interested in my success. So if God is interested, why should I withhold myself? It's withholding myself. God told Joshua that no one can stand before you. I read a book on the book club that I'm in called Life Book Club. It's called The Mountain Is You by Brianna West. And that is very true. No one can come and block you to your vision, block you to your dream. It's you, yourself, that blocks you to your next version of you. So find information based on the topic that you want to decide on. And the final tip is trust your instincts. Trust the gut feeling that you have within yourself. Gut feeling is not ungodly. It's not ungodly. As I said, the gut feeling or the intuition or the instinct is also called the still small voice. That still small voice, it's the voice of calmness. When you read the word, the word says, God will speak peace into his people. When you do that thing, you will feel peace within you. One of the indications that you've made a better decision, you feel peace. You feel peace within yourself. You do not feel like condemned or what. You feel peace within yourself. You feel peace within yourself. So trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Know that since you have created enough solitude, so your life is always calm, you're not reacting to any decision. And then you're found out based on the subject that you want to decide on. That's very important. And also, you've trusted your instincts, then you are at a better place to make decisions. You're at a better place. Now, you should always avoid indecision. Make sure you avoid indecision. Always decide. Decide what you want. Decide what you want. Decide what you want. Always have decision. Be a man of decision. Be a woman of decision. Decide, I want it this way. I want it that way. But don't just hang around being neutral. God does not know what to do with you if you have not decided. That is very profound. God does not know what to do with you unless you have decided. He even met with the blind man. And he said, what should I do unto you? Normally we could just say, Jesus, you see that person is blind. That's the first thing. No, I want to hear it from you because God has given us the will. That's the only thing that God has given us that's different from any other creature, not the aliens, not the angels. No any other creature has that ability to decide, to do, to will something into existence. So God cannot know what to do with you until you have decided. So for me, for example, when I made the decision that I am quitting this job and I'm going to pursue my purpose. So God knew what to do with me. So when I did that, I trusted on what He has said, that I'll provide all of your needs. So that became activated for me. And I haven't felt like, and by the way, I am even living more abundance than when I was doing the job. Doing the job, we are just focusing on the paycheck at the end of the month. But right now, it comes anytime. Abundance, the rain comes anytime. Not just at the end of the month. So that's very important for us as we want to make decisions, as we want to do something with our lives. It's very important for us to be able to decide from our instincts, from our gut feelings. One day I was listening to Jeff Bezos. He was also saying that most decisions that he did were also based on his intuition, the gut feeling, and not only the data. That's why it's not good to make decisions based on your mind, because the mind wants to understand things, logics. Maybe if this business has not been profitable for 10 years, it's better you quit it. That's the possible explanations the mind will bring. But deep within you, no, I'm created for this. The instinct tells you, that still small voice tells you, you should continue, you should continue. I hope you have gained a lot from today's podcast. And I am encouraging you to share this podcast with your loved one. It will really help them to make better decisions. And I am also inviting you to subscribe to our podcast and also to our YouTube channel, where you'll find this entire talk on making decisions. And you can also share with your loved one. When you share your light, you are also helping another person. Either knowingly or unknowingly, that person becomes knowledge, and it helps him or her in making better decisions. Thank you very much. I hope this has brought growth into your life and into your business. Grodeas. Thank you very much for listening to today's episode of Grodeas. We hope your life and business has grown and they will never be the same. Until next time, Grodeas.